Hello everyone and welcome to Credit Finance. In today's video, I bring you an update regarding a recent proposed change by the Social Security Administration, which would allow for those with disabilities to actually keep more their benefits and actually receive higher payments. So, we are going to be going over that any chances of that actually going through now. In addition to that, I am also going to be over a new purpose piece of legislation that was introduced in Congress, and this would help also those out who are currently receiving SSI in a big way. So now before we get started, if you are interested in latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, PEBT and everything in between, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. So let's start off with Social Security purpose change to SSI benefits. So the Social Security Administration is looking to make a big change to the way that it determines monthly payments for people with disabilities receiving supplemental Social Security income benefits. Currently, SSI beneficiaries can see their payments docked, often by one-third if someone else regularly provides them with meals or grocery, but under a new plan, that would change. In a proposed rule published this month in the Federal Register, the Social Security Administration said it wants to update its regulation to exclude food from the way it calculates what's known as in-kind support and maintenance. In addition, the agency intends to tweak its definition of income of allow for this exemption. More than 7 million Americans receive SSI each month, with a maximum federal benefits of $914 for individuals and $1371 for couples. As of January 2022, the Social Security Administration said that it reduced the benefits of 793,000 recipients because they receive help with food or shelters. The proposed rules will be up for public comment through April 17 before it can be finalized. However, the plan does not include any changes to the way that SSI treat assistance with shelters, meaning that beneficiaries could still see their payment reduced if they do not contribute to rent, mortgage or utility costs for the place where they live. Even if the proposal is adopted, the Social Security Administration said it still intends to ask beneficiaries if they buy food separately from others in their household, if they eat all meals, and if they receive supplemental nutrition assistance program or SNAP benefits. Disability advocates are welcoming to move to update SSI regulations. So the agency said in 2020, 1.3 million South Carolinians are living with disabilities. Some of them receive supplemental Social Security income making $914 a month. Sometimes some changes are coming to the program that might impact other receiving SSI benefits for the better. Social Security is looking to exclude food from those reduction factors, leaving more funds for things like rent and utilities. Sanders says this will help simplify the SSI program. A lot of things for folks. It's going to be reduce the amount of programs, rules an applicant or recipients need to understand, and so what they are doing is taking the food out of the in-kind support and maintenance policy. And that policy in particular has been cited as one of the most complicated aspects of the SSI program. So that change, if adopted, which definitely think that it will definitely help a lot of people out. As mentioned before, recipients of SSI actually had their benefit reduced because they are receiving some type of help, whether it be groceries or rent. So hopefully this could help a lot of people out and actually keep more of their benefits and therefore receive a higher payment. Now in some other good news, there are actually another piece of legislation that is being offered up in Washington, and this would allow SSI beneficiaries to have more savings in case of an emergency. So this legislation is being brought forward by Sherrod Brown. He is a U.S. Senator in Ohio and previously was actually also brought forward by Rob Portman. He was a Republican senator in Ohio. He of course is now gone. We have a new Republican senator in Ohio after he stepped down after his previous term. So this is right from Sherrod Brown's website. It says Brown Portman introduced bipartisan legislation to reform supplemental social income programs to stop punishing Americans for saving emergencies. Today, the US Senators Sherrod Brown and Rob Portman announced the introduction of the Saving Penalty Elimination Act to update the asset limit for supplemental security income beneficiaries, which would enable beneficiaries to have more savings in case of an emergency. Without affecting their benefits, the Senators' bills, the first significant bipartisan legislation in decades, would bring the SSI program into 21st century and ensure disabled and elderly Ohioans are able to live with dignity. J.P. Morgan Chase & Company recently published a study that suggested that current assets and income limits on federal benefits for people with disabilities create barriers to labor force participation and accumulating saving. For the study. Updating assets limits for SSI SC Senators Saving Penalty Elimination Act would be expand economic opportunity and mobility for people with disability. The current SSI program has not been updated since the 1980s and punished these Americans for working, saving for the future, and getting married right now. Individuals getting SSI are limited or $2,000 in assets of married couples. It's $3,000. The average current monthly benefits in $585 for individuals. For approximately 60% of recipients, SSI is their only source of income. So what this bill would do, it would update the assets limits for SSI beneficiaries, enabling them to have more saving in case of emergency without affecting their benefits. And the bill would also amend those caps which have not been changed since 1984 to $10,000 and $20,000 respectively and index them to inflation. Moving forward, so of course for singles they would be $10,000 and then for married couples it would be $20,000. That's quite a big boost and would certainly be helpful. Now this bill actually has a really strong chance of passing. I'm going over why. So if we look at the bill on the official website, here we can see that it actually had 7 co-sponsors. If we look at the co-sponsors, there are 4 Republicans and 3 Democrats. So that bill had a lot of bipartisan support, not a lot of support, but you can see that is evenly divided. It's not like a bill where it's only Democrats supporting it or only Republicans supporting it. We can see that across the aisles both Democrats and Republicans support this bill. It just need to pick up more support, which I definitely think that it could earn more support over time. If it's one that's gained more attraction, I think that it definitely could end up passing. If they end up getting this bill and pushing it to more senators and lawmakers and creating awareness about this bill, I definitely think that it could help out. So well, have to see whether or not it actually ends up passing now. It would need to be reintroduced in 2023 since we do have a new Congress, but that really should not be too big of an issue. Again, I think this bill has a really strong chance of passing just because there are Democrats and Republicans on board with the bill. It's bipartisan. I think that it would have a very strong chance of passing. So let us know in the comments below what do you think about it and what's your opinion about it. So that's all the update that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.